Hey you guys, welcome back to another CZ Reacts, where we watch the fun, weird, crazy, and interesting, and we question everything. Truth or conspiracy, we'll leave that up to you, you decide. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only, so let's get into it.
He was exiled from, a land beyond the ice wall, and our realm is a prison.
Ooh, those teeth. I mean, I guess it's a possibility, right? He could be. Who's to say? But those teeth, I've never seen teeth that were sharp like that in his eyes. Like, he just did not look familiar like people you see every day. There's something unique and different about this guy.
Oh, olha o tamanho desse. Puta que pariu.
Oh my God,
Caralho, quase matou. Gente do céu.
At first I was thinking it's glass for a window, but when you look up, there wasn't anything at the building. So what the hell? Is that actually ice?
What thing? Why do you think you're upstairs right now?
They told me to go through the water sports stuff because of the tubing.
Who did?
It was a while ago. We asked Steve and Hudson.
Who's Stephen Hudson?
Abel.
Why are you holding my hairspray?
Because you needed it early.
Why do you have dipping sauces for your popcorn?
Excellent question. Ask someone above my pay grade.
Okay, there's no one above your pay grade. You made these
No,
bags of popcorn.
There's everybody above my pay grade because I don't work here.
You made the popcorn.
Someone made popcorn.
I watched you make the popcorn.
If we ever do this again, I need a babysitter.
Yeah.
Because that was part of the instruction was, hey, so there'll be someone primary to take care of you after this, right?
After what?
The thing.
What thing?
I was gonna say like some kind of sleepwalking that he's in, but I've not seen anything like that. That is something completely different. Have you seen anything like that? Do you have an explanation for that? That would freak me out.
You heard that too? Yeah. I know. I heard that too. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to find out too. It sounds like a little kid. That's what. Where's he at?
Hello? Who's screaming?
Poor guy is going to be walking around the store forever and never going to find anybody. Yeah.
3 more of the dumbest things to ever happen at a zoo, and number 1 will make you feel some type of way. In 2017, a man decided he didn't want to pay the price of admission to get into a zoo and instead scaled a 10-foot wall to get in. And best believe a price was paid, because my man's ended up in the living room of 3 of the biggest big cats on the planet. The man was brutally mauled in front of horrified guests, and I like to think the last thing that went through his head, other than, you know, the tiger's teeth, was if it was really worth it. You can't put a price on life, but this man gambled his entire way of being over $19. Also, one of the tigers died over his stupidity. At number 2, you probably know exactly where this is going. Another dumbass who will not be named was a regular at a Netherlands zoo, and she had a habit of smiling at the gorillas and making eye contact, even though trained zookeepers told her not to. She ignored them and said that she had a special bond with the gorillas since they always smiled back. Basically, she pulled a, trust me, I know him, he'll listen to me. Remember what we talked about, this isn't you. Yeah, she played pick me with a 400-pound gorilla, and one day Bakito woke up and chose Miralax because he wasn't taking no shit. Bakito escaped, beat the woman like she stole something from him, and then broke into a restaurant. And number 1, in 1987 at Prospect Park Zoo in Brooklyn, a couple boys decided to climb into an exhibit and swim in a moat. Whose exhibit, you ask? Well, originally they planned on swimming in a sea lion pool, but somewhere along the line they decided they just didn't value their lives. They went into the polar bear den. What happened next was 2 900-pound murder bears proceeded to play tug-of-war with the 11-year-old's body. Police came and shot the bears, but the boy was already past tense. Did I mention this was all because of a dare? It was a tragic, senseless, avoidable death that never should have happened. May those polar bears rest in peace. As for the boy, he can rest in pieces. 3 more.
Oh my gosh, just every one of those stories. Can't even. Just too much. It's too much that people lose themselves for something so avoidable.
See the way they closed that off and all. I think they've done it well. The way they've closed it and they haven't. The only time this week. You're okay! You're okay!
At least you heard both voices at the end. I hope they were okay. I couldn't even imagine. Like, where did it come from? It's still connected to a machine, is it not? Like, somebody's on the site working?
Just because I stole my Auntie Jenny's husband, my Uncle Jeremy, that does not give anyone the right to give me a black eye.
Her family weren't approving of their relationship.
The first time I met my husband, I was only a week old and he was 37. Anyone who tells me he does not look like Bruce Willis, you need to get your eyes tested.
I can't even. Somebody in your family gave you a black eye for marrying your uncle. I think that's well deserved.
In Texas, the group of friends was partying and drinking too much. By 3 a.m., they were drunk and decided to go for a drive. But what they saw next left them shocked.
Run, boy, run. This world is not meant for you. Beauty lies behind the hills.
I don't know what manifested or what is chasing y'all, but it's got red skin and it's got glowing eyes. Just pump that gas and get out.
My 3-year-old told the doctor that he doesn't feel safe at home.
But why does he feel this way?
Someone named Troy is at our house. He says that his 5-year-old brother has to protect him. Would you like to know who Troy is? Troy. My 3-year-old.
Kids will get you in trouble. I don't feel safe at home. Troy is a damn vacuum.
Oh, fucking hell. Don't fucking do that, dickhead.
Now the dog barks.
A video of a girl finding out that her eyelids are transparent and I'm like really pale. So I want to see if mine are too.
No.
Are they? I literally can't tell because I can't.
You might want to check if yours are transparent too, because if they are, they may be letting light through when you're trying to fall asleep, and that can suppress melatonin production and disrupt your sleep. Thankfully, the solution is simple. Eye mask is all you need.
Space is scary. The ocean is way worse. And if the Earth isn't what they told us, what's really hiding down there? They say we've mapped the whole world, but 80% of the ocean completely unexplored. If there's something they don't want us to see, the deep sea is the perfect place to hide it. Take eddies, basically black holes in the water. Some last for months, trapping anything that gets too close. Scientists say their edges work like an event horizon. Once you're in, there's no getting out. Then there's blue holes, giant pits in the ocean floor leading somewhere. But where? Underground cities? Secret tunnels to another world? They won't tell us. And this is a brine pool, an actual lake at the bottom of the ocean so salty it kills anything that swims into it. Some say these pools could be entrances to something deeper, or barriers keeping something in. And the creatures down there, they've spent millions of years evolving in total darkness. What if they weren't meant to be found? If the Earth isn't what we think it is, and the deep sea is still a mystery? What are they not telling us? Sleep well? Knowing the Earth has its own black holes, and they're right beneath us?
Yeah, there's so much to the oceans we don't know. And when it comes to the Earth, do you think we're being told everything? I don't. I just don't.
The entire neighborhood was freaked out by what looks like some sort of skinwalker creature caught on top of a roof in Cali, Colombia. This is the video. Check this out. What looks like some sort of humanoid creature can be seen on top of a roof. It freaked out the entire neighborhood and they were trying to reach it somehow, and this is what happens next. Pay very close attention.
Like, everybody is freaking out.
They shine a light at this thing, whatever it is, and we can see it a little bit better right now. Pay very close attention. Even though it walks a bit like a humanoid creature, it behaves very differently than a human being. So what is this? It's what happens next that baffles the entire neighborhood and leaves them creeped out. Pay very close attention. Did you see that? In a matter of seconds, the creature disappears from the rooftop and reappears on another rooftop almost a block away.
Okay, no,
Whatever this thing is, people think it could be a skinwalker, and it baffled the entire neighborhood. They were freaking out. To this day, no one knows if this is a skinwalker, a ghost, or something else entirely. Leave your opinion under the comment section below.
Okay, rightfully so. Something is on one rooftop and ends up like a block away on another. Everybody's freaking out. I have no idea what it is. I couldn't even begin to explain. But if you do, let me know.
We have just got back after a week-long holiday to Sydney, and oh my god, it's so bad. I just have to show you guys. Oh my god, we left the air conditioner on the entire time we were away. I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
There's no effing way. Those are just the ones that you can visually see. Like, where are the other ones? You know there's more. I would not be able to sleep in that house. It's just not happening. That is a fact. What are you doing?
Hey, y'all. The bartender really used Google Translate to let him know. My man's so thirsty, he about to take home a lady boy. Hey, y'all. The bartender really used Google Translate.
Way for looking out, though. Oh my gosh. This is everywhere. And some of those guys look better than women. Like, you can't tell. It's crazy. Working at a wolf sanctuary. Oh man, they are such beautiful, majestic animals. Terrifying, but beautiful and majestic.
They're just living and know nothing about the outside world.
They're going to want to sit down for this one. There's a town in the middle of the Atlantic you'll never find on a map. It's called Halcyon Ridge, but it shouldn't exist. Just imagine perfect houses, white picket fences, kids riding bikes, a snapshot from a 1950s postcard, but it's all fake. The people? Either orphans raised in complete isolation or, get this, grown in labs. From birth, they're programmed to believe a lie. That the world outside is gone, wiped out by some cataclysm. Halcyon Ridge? The last safe place on Earth. But if someone starts asking too many questions, poof. Vanguard Initiative steps in. They either fix you, or you disappear. Now that makes you wonder, how many other Halcyon Ridges are out there? Stay skeptical.
What do you think? Is it possible there are places out there like that exist? With the amount of testing that goes on for different companies or programs, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities. How did that happen? Like, what did you do to get your ankle to twist like that? Actually, you know what? I don't even want to know. Just wow.
Boot was not put on by the police. It was put on by our neighbor who doesn't want us parking in front of her house.
It's a public street.
So look at
wow.
it. That's all you gotta do. Pop that open. Pop that open. We've got two little spots here. This one here.
Yep.
That one doesn't unlock it, but it loosens up this part off the hub. Look at that. Now, what I'm doing here is I should have a triangle-shaped thing. That's what it comes with. But I don't have that. So I'm putting a Phillips head and a flathead in the same hole. And look at that. Watch this loosen up.
Oh.
It's not there yet. It just takes a giant Phillips head and a regular flathead. Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
By the neighbor on a public street. I don't know. Is that someone you go for tit for tat with? Maybe just keep recording and then end up giving everything to the police. That would drive me nuts to live next to someone who's like that. You're going to boot my vehicle for parking on a public street. Like, come on, people. What would you guys do? I'm glad we had the video just in case somebody needs to know how to take one of those off. But that is insane.
There's no God. God ain't real, okay? If there was a God, there'd be a lightning strike in 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, this is very concerning.
Is about to leave a small carry-on bag behind as he boards his flight in New Orleans. You can see it right there on the counter. Keon Brooks called Spirit Airlines as soon as he landed in Los Angeles.
I put in a public information request, and I was very detailed down to the time that I arrived, the clothes that I had on.
Were you surprised that they released the videotape to you?
I was surprised.
In the video, you can see another passenger pointing out the bag. A gate agent starts going through it. And look, passengers are still boarding. Wouldn't the agents figure it was someone who had just boarded? Instead of trying to find the passenger, an agent takes the bag to another gate. Then she starts rifling through it. She walks to the trash can and starts dramatically tossing in the contents.
Wow.
She appears to read a medication bottle. Then you see her pouring the pills out. Another gate agent starts recording her and seems to be having such a good time, she doubles over in laughter. The rest of the bag is dumped. The agent appears to fish keys out of the trash, but then chucks them back in.
Look at the state of humanity. What are we doing to one another?
Brooks said Spirit Airlines told him they're investigating and that the gate agents have been suspended.
What was the point of filming it though? And medications and keys? Like, come on. Every airport has a lost and found. Like, just why?
I gotta be careful on Indeed. So I had a friend just tell me the story of a woman who, she put in some applications on Indeed or whatever, just do it. She applies to this call center, or so she thought. So she applies, she gets the interview, good. Now they send her the location. This is where things get a little bit iffy. The location is some warehouse. She still has the number that contacted her. She calls to confirm that this is their address. She walks in. She sits down and waits for her interview. There's a man who comes from the back room and he approaches her and says, "Hey, I'm such and such. We've been texting. Come for your interview. Come to the back." She goes in this back room with this man. I'm gonna just cut the chase. The next day she was reported missing. 2 months later, they find her in the woods. You know what? Y'all, be careful. Stay dangerous. Be very mindful of Indeed. The scams are so ridiculous. But not only are they scams, there are unimaginable evils waiting for the opportunity.
That is terrifying. That's heartbreaking to hear. That is terrifying, though. I mean, at the very least, bring somebody with you. And if you have a feeling about it, don't do it. Be safe, you guys. Question everything. Just be safe.
This is the scariest and most terrifying lion encounter ever captured on camera.
I know. Why are your doors not locked? Like, why are your doors not locked? Oh my gosh.
Y'all, they said if this wasn't recorded, no one would ever believe him. Because what y'all about to see pop out this water is gonna blow your mind away, bro. See, at first, I thought it was like some type of, I don't even know, I thought it was like a motor going off right there. But then you see this guy's head pop out right here. Then you slowly begin to realize that he's actually in a vehicle, bro. Oh my man was really driving underwater. He wasn't driving on top of the water. He was driving under the water. And he actually makes it all the way out. This is one hell of a vehicle,
That's
right?
the vehicle you need.
But can you imagine if it had stalled while he was underwater and then he ends up drowning because, you know, how are you going to start the car back up? Hey.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. How do you explain that?
Eyes. What he ate today?
No, my
I ate rice.
Oh,
What do you mean? What he ate? You don't know what he ate.
Rice. You gave him rice before you left.
Just rice? Just the rice before I... Baby,
That's what you gave him.
What time is it?
10:49.
Baby, I went to work at 1 o'clock.
I know.
So what did he eat the rest of the day?
He just told you, right?
Wow.
Say, what you ate?
I ate rice.
What?
So cute.
So where's this? You got him some food, right?
Got what? You some food?
Me and him.
No.
What do you mean, though?
No, I didn't.
So why are you sitting
You
here?
should have made sure you got some. That's why you were at work. When you left, you could have got some food, and you could have got some food.
What the? Hold on. I really hope you playing right now. No, hold on. No. You ain't just go get food and not feed my son while I was at work this whole time.
Wow.
You ain't never just go do that. Don't ever Popeyes. What he ate today?
Dude just needs to toss her to the curb. If she's with you, then there's an extension of you. You have a child. Like, you just accept that all. If you can't accept that, don't even be with that person. You're not feeding a kid. There's a whole lot wrong with you. I'm going to end my rant because I could go on forever about that one.
This is so goddamn disturbing. The police break up a drug super lab making fentanyl in Canada. Now listen to this. It was the largest, most sophisticated drug lab in the nation's history, seizing a massive cache of weapons, drugs, intended for international and domestic distribution. A drug super lab with enough fentanyl and precursor chemicals to produce, get this, more than 95.5 million possible lethal doses of fentanyl, an amount that could have taken the lives of every Canadian twice over. 54 kilograms of fentanyl, 390 kilograms of methamphetamine, in addition to a massive amount of precursor chemicals. And smaller amounts of cocaine, MDMA, cannabis were discovered in Falkland, a small community in British Columbia. In Canada, more than 42,500 people have passed of drug overdoses since 2016.
I can't really comment a whole lot on that more. That it just makes me absolutely sick of how many people have lost family members or friends or just lost people to that drug alone. Completely unacceptable, needs to be shut down worldwide. It is absolutely appalling. I can't.
I'm going to show you the new map of the United States of America, and you may not be able to see this very well. We have 50 states in the United States, but this is mega regions. Mega regions. Mega regions. Mega, large. Mega regions. These are the city-states. These are large cities that are being made larger. Now, remember I told you that the gray area is the wildlands. That's going to be the area that no one will have access to. And you know, I haven't told you anything about myself. I was a legal witness, an expert witness in land use and land valuation for my government, for the State Department of Transportation. Expert witness, testified in court. And I found out about this because I saw that people were not being able to use their land. And I looked behind that and I found Agenda 21. This is true. Okay, the federal government of the United States is doing this, is in process of creating mega regions, which are essentially crossing national boundaries. This is Cascadia. It used to be a portion of Washington State, Oregon State, Idaho, and Vancouver area, British Columbia in Canada. The Southern California and Texas Triangle areas include part of Mexico. This breaks national boundaries, it breaks state boundaries, it breaks county boundaries. It's also a project of the Ford Foundation and the Rockefeller Foundation. Regionalization and world government. You use trade agreements to destroy boundaries, and you actually cannot make local law that breaks those treaties.
And what is going on right now or trying to happen? Canada becomes 51st state, talking about Mexico, all these shipping routes that want to be taken over. This is insane. Wow.
To take a baby wombat from its mother and clearly causing distress from the mother is just an outrage. And I suggest to this so-called influencer, maybe she might try some other Australian animals. Take a baby crocodile from its mother and see how you go there. Take another animal that can actually fight back rather than stealing a baby wombat from its mother. See how you go there.
I knew we weren't going to be done hearing things about that lady. That was a good reply. Yeah, try taking a crocodile. Something that can defend itself a bit and see what happens.
Ma'am, I feel like you're putting me in a position where I have to continuously tell you that that's an issue that you have. This is beyond going to the gym.
No, I just came from the gym. I'm trying to get my wax. I have vacation. My flight leaves tonight. And I need my wax done. And now you're telling me that you can't do my wax because of a funky issue. It's crazy because I've gone to other places. I've gone to European Wax Center and they don't have an issue. The phone's going off. This is so unprofessional.
I do apologize.
This is so unprofessional.
However, that is beyond. I don't know what. Maybe European Wax Center is a little bit more equipped than we are. However, I don't feel comfortable. I'm actually a CNA as well, and that is not just an odor. That's actually an infection.
Excuse me?
That's an infection.
I don't have an infection.
And I don't feel comfortable touching you in that area.
I told you I just went to the gym.
Ma'am, that's not the gym. Ma'am, I feel like you're...
First off, why would you go straight there after the gym? Gross. Like, I would have more respect for anybody who's going to do some maintenance to not go in dirty. 2, they're telling you, like, just don't be ignorant. Maybe listen. She does have some medical experience as a certified nursing assistant. I mean, I get it if you think you know your own body, but if someone's refusing you service for a reason of that, maybe you should just check yourself. That was gross.
You are literally eating salivary glands and lymph nodes. Literally, the first ingredient on this stuff is pork salivary glands. And then the second ingredient is lymph nodes and fat. So the first ingredient is usually what this is mostly made of. So this is mostly made of salivary glands and lymph nodes from pigs, bro. And not to mention the sodium nitrates and the soy that they're adding to this, defatted soy grits. And you really just have to ask yourself if you should be eating pork salivary glands and the lymph nodes, which are probably going to be full of a bunch of toxins anyways. Food for thought, guys. Take it or leave it. Chorizo. Pork chorizo.
Traffic stop authorities say they found that there was a button on the dash that the driver could push that would flip the license plate cover over and display nothing. Officials say it was also equipped with a sophisticated gas siphoning device that could be hooked up to other cars to steal gas.
With having a switch and having it kind of be, sophisticated in that way, I've never seen that. The license plate flipping device, that's a new one. In 19 years, I've never seen that used in this way.
Yasmin Cambor and Chris Hyung of Garden Grove are facing multiple charges, including vehicle theft, burglary, identity theft, and possession of stolen property and burglary tools. Irvine police tells me while this device is not illegal and it may look cool to some, not displaying your license plate on your car is an infraction and it will get you pulled over, so it's best just to stay away from these devices. Not displaying your license plate on your car is an infraction and it will get you pulled over, so it's best just to stay away from these devices. Journey.
I feel like you wouldn't have one of those unless you had like ill intentions of some kind. Why would you need one? I don't get it.
So I'm in Orlando and it's peak March break, and I want you guys to take a look at what it looks like right now.
Wow.
It's literally just my kids and one other couple in the pool, and this is peak March break. I'm starting to think that Canadians are serious when they said that they're going to start boycotting America and American products.
All right, look at this. What's that?
Bread.
Okay. What happens to the bread?
He squishes the bread.
He squishes the bread. Okay. What should happen?
The bread should stay squished.
Should stay squished. Now watch it. 3, 2,
no way.
1. Memory foam.
Oh.
When did bread start fighting back? Now instead of having bread, you had a mattress. You see, look, he squishes it again, and it just keeps popping up. No this is not bread.
Way.
This is plastic. It's plastic. Hey.
Look how many are back there. So close. All right, you guys, we are going to end it there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave something in the comments. Let me know. Until next time, you guys, remember to question everything and stay safe.